All right. Okay. Good morning. This is your Wise One channel. I am Lady Caren, your host, and we are drinking coffee this morning. So I've got the Irish creamer, brown sugar. It's not bad. Yep. The little one's sleeping in bed. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting further in cleaning the room, and I'm sorry I'm showing you guys. I should probably show you guys today. Today is going to get out of the way. So I'm writing down my brain dump morning. I'm thinking I should do one at night too. It is summer. I love the summer. Oh. All right. So tomorrow is the full moon. It starts at 6 p.m. tomorrow, goes to 6 a.m. tomorrow. And full moon for us witches is manifesting, starting new stuff, having the full energy to do stuff, get a new haircut, start a job, get new, start a new project. So I am going to be cleaning today after I'm done playing with the genius, little mini me genius there. And then we shall, because I promised to play dolls, and then I promised, what was the other thing? There was another thing I said that we could play after Legos, after the dolls, and then we'll just clean the whole day and get out the things that we want to manifest. 3 p.m. is the rising of the moon for tonight. So I figured about 3 p.m. I'd start focusing on what it is I want to manifest. That way it comes into full, you focus on that and understanding what you want beforehand. What is it that I want to get going? Focus on where do I want to be. That way it comes together. So I'm laying a lot of groundwork. Today is prep day. Getting the kids into it too. They'd enjoy it. So we're going to play Barbie and Legos. So yeah, a lot of cleaning. I was just thinking, it's a great day to plant, repot, do the things that I need to do. Tomorrow, I might repot today so that they can. I was thinking that we have these sliding doors, which is the only sunlight you get, besides the little light or the little window in the kitchen. Just thinking if we put like one of those thin runner tables right in front of it so that we don't have all this stuff on the table trying to plants and everything, sprouts, with stuff. I was just wondering if that would work. Yeah, we don't have a lot of room to move in the kitchen or in the dining area. So, I was wondering if that would work. The part that doesn't open, because you want to be able to get out of it in an emergency. Hands moving, and there is no way, so talking with my hands. Okay. So I was going to talk, yeah. Okay, so we're going to talk about manifesting what we want to come to light, the things that we want to do and get involved in and get things together. I have to check the weather. So we should check the weather in my area. And my headset is wondering what to do with the fact that my phone is working and my computer is working. And it's hooked up to both devices. So like there's no rain, but it's a little bit cloudy. Stonily insanely. To me it's hot. But it's hot and humid where I am. Okay. Put that down. Okay. You guys are still attached to my headset, right? Let's find out. Yes, you're still on the headset. Okay. So, let's see. I want to get manifesting on a couple of things that I just haven't done for the first couple of years. So, I really want to set my goals, like my first dream and goal, and work my way back. The dream, then the goals, and then the tasks, and the steps of the tasks. Because apparently, like, getting ready to go somewhere or to go somewhere. Say you want to go to the store. And apparently, like getting your coat on for some neurodivergent people, just because it says it's so cool to say neurodivergent after that movie, neurodivergent. Okay, so for divergent people, we'll just say divergent people because it's just epic. It's not even a label, it's just a cool title. I mean, when divergent means to go the other way. It's just like we are the people that go the other way. Putting on a coat is a more difficult, it's its own task, apparently. Like going to the store, you don't just go to the store. You put on your coat, you go get your keys. You hold on to your keys. That's a whole nother thing, is going to go get your keys and making sure your keys get out to the car or vehicle of any kind is its own task. I just, if you can focus on these steps, it makes it easier the more you accomplish these steps. And that's the difference, is that when you break things down into smaller steps, you can either ignore them and not do anything, and then the overall task is just insurmountable. Or you can accomplish smaller little steps, smaller little tasks, smaller little, what do we want to call these, tangible, like, doings type little, oh, let's see. We want to be able to accomplishments. And a lot of people aren't going to understand that. That's like getting a trophy just for showing up. And that's not for everybody, but that is for people who have difficulty getting started. That's what that's for, is the ability to start something, and you have no idea how much of an ability that is, or how much that is an accomplishment, so you are no longer able to start something, to get started on doing your accomplishments. To show up, nobody has no idea how many people just didn't show up. So those cute little trophies for participating isn't for the norms. I can call you guys norms. And that shouldn't be derogative. You guys are special. You guys have the fact that you can accomplish things is awe-inspiring. Like, you don't need the physical thing for just showing up and accomplishing things. I mean, but these little physical, little things that you can see that you built, these little steps, these micro, what's the word for smaller than micro? You know? No. There is a word. I can't think of it now. But for all the things that are smaller than micro, and if that smaller little component didn't exist, if it didn't start with a single part of the smaller component, you wouldn't have the collection of smaller components to fit inside a micro organism, micro component, micro protein, whatever, a micro object. And that micro, without that singular microbe starting a physical matter item, you wouldn't have that item. It's made up of zillions of them, and you know that's probably not, that singular microbe isn't important if you lose it. Like, if you kill like 99% of the bacteria, that one bacteria doesn't make a difference. But if it weren't for a single bacteria showing up, there wouldn't have been 99. That could probably be described in different ways so that it could be understood by more people. And I could try that later. But right now, to understand, for us, we need to do, for divergence, we need to do that. So what we're going to do in our witchcraft is we're going to figure out what it is, my goal and my overall dream, and pick out my goals, pick out the tasks, and pick up and build a three-dimensional structure out of knowing what it is I want. And if I manifest what I want, it comes out. So working on a bullet journal tomorrow is a fantastic thing to do tomorrow. So if you guys want to work with me tomorrow, bullet journal, we should do that. We should schedule that 3-ish or 6-ish tomorrow. So 6 tomorrow, we should show up and have a live video. See if we can do that. Okay. Alright. So we should work on if you guys would like to see that, you guys can comment, you guys can like, you guys can subscribe. We can do more of that content too. Manifesting will be a lot of fun. We'll play it on cards, we'll do lots of just witchy, crafty things. Of the full moon, I'm pretty lucky. I've got a pool in my backyard. It's not a kiddie pool, but it's not one of those big ones. It this clearance rack last year at a Walmart. I got a pool for like I had $20 at the time, or my fiance had $20 at the time. We grabbed a pool because it's hot. It's getting incredibly hot. Um, a lot more. So this pool, having it, and especially since our beaches are closing, there are just weird reasons that our beaches are closing. Uh, which doesn't make sense. So a lot of things that didn't used to happen is like in my younger years. I don't know if I just ignored it and blocked it out, but it just seems really odd for the public areas to close in these times of in these interesting times. So yeah, and we don't want them to close. So having a pool, especially if we can't get to the beach, is great, and especially kind of bird flu going around. The birds are getting sick. The dogs got sick from the birds. They closed a. What's wrong? What are you about? Okay. Okay. Your tummy doesn't feel good, like you're gonna puke from all the heat. Take the blanket off. If you want to cover up, just cover up with just the sheet. All right.